Hey guys, Will Crozier from Nexus Performance here, and I'm going to take you through how I like to coach a supine hip hinge, what people would call a glute bridge. We could elevate Mickey's back up and turn it into a what people call a hip thrust, and stepping it up through the hip hinge levels until we finally get to the deadlift. But first of all, we need to know how to hinge with our hamstrings and with our glutes, and I thought I'll do a quick one explaining this. So this is something people will be taught at the start. It's also kind of a good activation tool for people that struggle with the hinging motion in a deadlift and like to use their back a lot. There's lots of times where we could implement this. We could actually turn this into a very hard drill itself if we wanted to. But we're going to go through it very simply. So most people would know from our other videos, just the breathing technique which we use is called the 90-90 breathing drill. So Mickey, if you just want to get into that position, in this position she's just using her hamstrings and just getting a little bit of posterior tilt, a little bit of tuck your tail at the hips, and then she would reach and get her abs and whatnot. And this would be a really good tool for diaphragm positioning, for general teaching of bracing, and to just get people to use their hamstrings in the way that we want them to, which is through the postural repositioning of the hips. But what I'm going to teach right now, just relax Mickey, is just how to bring glutes into that, and kind of how I would want somebody to do a glute bridge in a similar manner. So if we want glutes in this was shown to us recently by Pat Davidson. I really like this technique. I've used it a few times since, and it seems to gel really well with people. So I'm just going to show you this one quickly. Is we can reposition Mickey, take her further away from the box if we need to, in order to get this a bit easier. And just keep that little bit of an angle on your thighs there. We could use like a foam roller between the knees, or a ball here between the knees, to keep the knees and the feet and hips everywhere in the right position. Get some adductor. But we're going to go through the most basic one. So to bring glutes into this, rather than just making it a hamstring drill, what we're going to do is get in the same position first of all. So just put your hands by your sides. We can do different hand positions and different arm positions to still drive breathing techniques, but we're just going to make it super simple today. So we're just going to get that posterior tilt. So she's got hamstring there. Cool. Now what I'm going to do is, let's first just get you to show people how most people do a glute bridge. So most people just squeeze their bum and just come up. Yeah, just come it down, fully relax. Just do like a full-on glute bridge, like just extend your hips. So most people extend their hips and they go too far for us. They get back extension through here. So this is great. She's still got some glute going on, but there's a lot of back in there too, which is what we want to avoid. And if you watch the deadlift videos, it's what we want to avoid in the end, big hip hinges like that as well. So what I'll cue people in this is get your abs, so ribs down, exhale. Yep, cool. Now I want you to tuck, and I want you to keep tucking and segmentally work your spine off the ground. So keep bringing up, keep bringing up, keep bringing up, keep bringing up, keep bringing up. And then we get there until everything's off the ground. I want you to imagine, Mickey, that you bring your back pockets here to the bottom of your butt, up to your knees. So try and really drag your back pockets towards your knees. Do you feel more glutes as you do that? Yep. So you can see how that the glute bridge, she's not arching through her back, she's getting good abs, she's getting good hamstrings, and now she should have a lot of glute. Yeah? Just rest down there. So that is how I would want people to do a glute bridge. As you position it and you go through this slowly a few times, it'll become way more natural. And you should be able to do this quite dynamically and get the good positioning and get an actual good hip hinge through this. And then we can spin it around, elevate Mickey's back so that she has, she's doing a hip thrust, different variations of hip thrust. We can do a single leg, we can do it lots of different ways. And then eventually, as I said, we can teach people to do it on a kettlebell deadlift, on a pull through, on an RDL, on a deadlift, and many other variations in between. But this is the way in which I want you to get glutes. This is the way in which I want you to hip hinge. It is not a back extension. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, shoot us an email.